Hi everybody, Miscellaneous here and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, this is where I take you to see offbeat, quirky and interesting tourist attractions. Today I've been to somewhere really colourful and vibrant, and that is the Museum of Brands in Ladbroke Grove, London. It used to be called the Museum of Brands, Advertising and Packaging, but obviously it's had an rebrand. It's some years since I was last here. The brainchild of consumer historian Robert Opie, it contains more than 12,000 items and preserves packaging that might otherwise have disappeared forever. Come and take a walk through their fantastic time tunnel and then we'll head over to the AdWomen exhibition, which celebrates 100 years of women in advertising. Then we'll peek outside into their lovely little garden, which is a real urban delight. Do give me a like, do subscribe to my channel and do click on the notifications bell. Come and take a walk in my shoes and I will see you in the video. Here's the view of the boldly painted outside. You start by taking a walk through their time tunnel, which shows how consumer culture has evolved from the Victorian time until the present day. The products here range from everyday domestic goods to posters, packaging, toys and games. I'm not sure my camera does the museum justice. You really have to come yourself and hone in on all the detail here. Look at that, pin the tail on the donkey, a game still played today. We're into the Edwardian section now. The collection was once housed in Gloucester after its incarnation in 1984. The museum moved to Colville Mews in Notting Hill in 2005 and to its current location in Lancaster Road in 2015. The museum is situated near Portobello Road. The 1920s, and we have posters and magazines showing ladies' fashions. The building is called the London Lighthouse Building and was formerly owned by the Terence Higgins Trust. Coleman's Mustard. Now, adverts for them seem to feature in every museum. It's a brand that's still going strong today. This is the medicine section, set out to imitate a chemist. And behind the glass here, you have some elegant 1930s figurines. Here we are starting to get modern. Disney is featured here. Holiday advertising propaganda. On to World War II, and you've got a liquid silk stockings kit here in the cabinet, and also dress patterns as women had to make do and mend. The museum was set up as a registered charity and has help from sponsors, who include Kellogg's, Cadbury, Twinings, McVitie's and Vodafone. More televisions as they started to become the norm in people's houses. And do check out my blog, there is much more info on there. Here we're into the early 1960s and we've got some American influence happening. That is no doubt due to the world getting smaller and more easy to access thanks to the efficiency of communications. It's here that I realised that I missed out a whole section, so I'm going to scoot back now. We're into the 1950s shop and the beginning of consumerism as we know it today. I thought this cabinet at the back here really elegant. We have the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II there. And darting through again. Is that a twin tub washing machine? I think it is. My mother had one of those. A Beatles record, which puts us firmly back in the 60s. Got some 1970s TV character toys there. You've got Humpty. You have Kermit the Frog from the Muppets. Humpty was from Play School. 1970s TV sets and a model dressed in the fashions of the time. The Raleigh chopper. I knew boys who had those. And the Pink Panther, I loved him. Charles and Di memorabilia. The 80s and computers. I remember one of those from school, a Commodore PET if I recall correctly. Here we have Teletubbies as we head from the 1980s into the 1990s. And artefact-wise, things aren't that different to what we have nowadays in terms of consumer goods. Out we go into the cafe. Some more cabinets, and don't you think there's a rather Andy Warhol-esque feel about the way some of these items are displayed? The museum is certainly colourful and uplifting. Marmite, are you a lover or a hater? I'm a lover. Radiograms. Into the cinema room, looking through into the AdWomen exhibition. Now I'm just doing a quick sweep around of this exhibition. Walking back into the cinema room, and this room is clearly aimed at men in terms of advertising. You've got golf advertised there and whiskies, perhaps to contrast with this room. AdWomen celebrates 100 years of women in advertising and describes women's changing roles over the years. It deals with her role as a housewife, women's health. Look at the Hello Boys advert there. Who can forget that from the 90s? Eva Herzegova advertising Wonderbra. By this time, beauty and women's advertising was big business. Advertising for women has evolved from domestic stereotypes to more diverse portrayals. Now the garden is a real hidden urban delight, but alas, the changeable weather meant that I had to be careful with my filming. You will see where rain spots fall in front of my camera. The whole museum can be hired for events outside of opening hours. Wouldn't it be lovely to have an event here? Can you imagine walking out here on a nice day with a glass of Prosecco? The last time I was here it was sunny and me and the Super Dean sat here. We ate an apricot Danish pastry, if I recall correctly. This place is certainly worth an hour or so of your time. For me, this whole museum experience was a wonderful nostalgia trip, and I will leave you there. Thank you for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to give me a like, do subscribe to my channel and click on the notifications bell. Give me a comment too, telling me what you thought and tell me where you'd like me to visit. Come and see me soon for another miscellaneous adventure. Until then, ta-ta for now.